All right, I think we are started up. Hey everybody, welcome to another Vive live stream. Please let us know if audio's good and you can see us okay. Just hit that up in chat. But thanks for joining us. Welcome to another Friday stream. And you are not a Ryan or Jason, or
I
you are
am a
Jason. Oh my
Jason.
gosh, Ryan
It's
or
crazy,
Angela.
I am a
know.
Jason.
Yeah, you are. Oh my gosh, I'm so on top of it. Cool, we got it okay on audio. Fantastic.
All
So.
right.
Jason, can you introduce yourself to the Vive Live audience?
Hi, my name is Jason Topolsky. I am one of the co-founders of Steel Wool Studios, and I was the creative director on Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted.
Whoop whoop!
Super exciting.
Yeah, we're really excited that. I mean, you guys just launched like this week on Tuesday. Yeah. Well, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
You know, I know you guys. I got to see a really early build, like a long time ago. So I know
Yeah.
you've been hard at work getting that ready.
We've been making it scarier.
Yeah.
Since you played it.
I mean, I think when I jumped in, I think there's some primitives and stuff still,
Yeah.
like assets or whatever. So
Yeah.
now that you've officially wrapped it in complete horror.
Yes.
So can you give me like the quick, elevator pitch on what players would expect from Five Nights at Freddy when they go check it out? I mean, we'll play it a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna play it. So there's not much I really want to say until you see it.
Okay.
But those familiar with Scott Cawthon's series, you'll see a lot of stuff that you recognize that has been revamped or reintroduced here in VR, and a lot of very new surprises.
I love it.
A lot of new gameplay that people have not experienced before.
And this is the first time, right, that Five Nights has been in VR.
Aside from some fan-made stuff.
Oh yeah. I always forget. Yeah, there's always tons of fan creations around Five Nights and all of that.
It's amazing. The community does so much fan-made stuff. Like even since we had our ads come out for Help Wanted, people have been doing like amazing artwork based on like our marketing, on new character designs that have shown up. And since Tuesday, since it came out, there's tons and tons of cool art. So
I love
it.
Please
keep that coming. It's really neat. We share it in the office, and yeah.
I'm looking forward to all the, it's like kind of, I think it's just like a trope with when it comes to Five Nights is the like just content creator videos, like, people doing essentially reacting and playing through. So I'm looking forward to the VR wave of all those people jumping in. And I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers who got their start on Five Nights, like as getting big from that. So I'm hoping they go and revisit the VR.
Oh, they have. Yeah. Like a lot of the really big ones have already been playing through it, and they've got.
You guys send me the links. I gotta watch all this.
I forgot the number. Andrew, what's the number of views on YouTube? 51 million.
Wow.
So we were trying to compile the views.
You just spoke to the voice of God. What was that? Yeah, where did that come from? Yeah. Andrew,
are you there? Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So
cool. So, someone asked a question. Just we're just introducing, but we're gonna jump into the some gameplay here for Five Nights at Freddy's VR. We're gonna show off a trailer though first. So I think we're gonna get that queued up. Hey Cruiser Base, you're back. What is up? Good to see you again.
Hi Cruiser Base. Where's the Cruiser Bass?
I don't know. It's a great question.
That's our question to you. It's very important.
So let's roll.
He said Cruiser Base Bass.
There you go. But besides that, I think let me take a quick look. Are we ready to jump into the game?
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. Whenever they are, and Angela is ready. Cool. So, I think we got it on screen now.
We have sound. Are we good? I don't hear anything yet. So we don't have any sound. So right now,
they're on the main menu, right?
Yeah. So we're in the main menu. Those familiar with the franchise will see you're in the pizzeria. So this is Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And you see the little party hats and party tables. There's Foxy lurking in the dark behind you. And as you move around at the menu, if you take a look at Freddy's eyes, they all follow you. Which is incredibly intimidating and creepy, especially you don't really get the sense when you're watching it on a flat screen. They are huge. They're kind of towering over you, and a lot of the YouTubers have commented on that as well, as it's really imposing and it's very frightening just sitting here in the main menu.
I mean, I've always found like costumed essentially like people, whether it's at like
Like
Disneyland or whatever
clowns or
park, yeah,
bunnies
like going to Chuck E. Cheese, like like they have that like creepiness to them, and they're always like bigger.
yeah.
They're way bigger than you expect them to be when they're like
Oh, yeah.
fully decked out, right? It's actually funny. I have a personal story I'll share while we're waiting on audio to get going, which is when I was younger, I volunteered at this library, and I got to dress up as Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh,
and
that's
it was really
great.
cute. But I was like, and I think I did this when I was like a middle school or something. So I was not that tall. I'm just still not that tall. But like in the Clifford thing, like just I think it adds like 2 feet just above because he's like this super highbrow, right?
Did you like look through the neck or the mouth or something?
Yes, yeah, something like that. And I was supposed to have like a person who like escorts me around.
Yeah.
And
stop teens from hitting you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, and it was like little kids, right? That was the big thing is that there's these like like tons of like 3-year-olds and stuff. They get really excited when they see like big animals, right? And at one point, for sure, we essentially at one point my watcher wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, and so I ended up walking, and all of a sudden I heard crying, and basically there was like a 3-year-old who was like hugging my leg, and I had like no idea.
And did you kick him over?
I basically kicked a 3-year-old, and I didn't even like. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. You were just in the character.
Yeah, pretty much.
Clifford would do that.
Apparently, Clifford is pretty cruel.
I've got a funny little anecdote about kids getting excited. There's a very large theme park, which everybody is probably aware of, and I won't name, but they have areas that they call magic circles, and they're the spots where kids get so excited that they tend to wet themselves.
Oh no!
Either they're scared or they're so excited to see a character, like Clifford coming up to them.
The
like,
magic spots.
Yeah, they call them magic circles. So they always have people that are ready to like put some new carpet down over the spot where the kids are sitting, and that kind of stuff.
I love that they're like so quick to like to help and support.
Oh yeah.
I think I heard potentially some audio there just come up for a second. At least for us. I don't know for the stream or not.
Well, that's what it's part of what's so much fun about working in this IP is that we all have these stories when we were little. Like I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid, and for all like soccer.
We're getting like really bad revive.
Yeah, but it's staticky.
Oh my. That's pretty.
Hopefully everybody's okay on stream and that didn't affect you guys. Because
now let's look like we're doing VR.
okay.
Check. Testing.
At least we're okay for our own ears' sake.
Yeah, so like everybody's got stories about places that they're scared of or how creepy it was. Like working on Freddy's, like back in the 80s when I go to Chuck E. Cheese, it was like the really dark interior with like the dark green carpet, and parents would just be sitting at a table in another room and let the kids run wherever they wanted, and that was before they had a lot of these rules, before like making sure like if you go now to like one of these pizzerias and stuff, they'll like stamp your kid at the door. They don't let you in unless
they don't let you
have a kid.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So if you don't have a kid, you can't even go in. But yeah, back in the 80s, it was like super sketch.
You just like, no matter, just walk in.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. Like, oh yeah, I just want some tokens. I'm just gonna play some games.
Yeah, right.
Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably good that they're getting a little bit safer and tracking all that.
Oh, they totally are. Yeah.
So while we're getting this queued up, what could players just kind of what are the kind of different modes they'll be able to play and things like that inside the game?
People that are familiar with the franchise will be able to play new versions or updated versions of the original 3 games. So Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, and 3. So that's like the original pizzeria. That's the revamped pizzeria. And then it's Fazbear's Fright, which story-wise was like supposed to take place years later and is based on like the original pizzerias. And so like all the broken parts are there, and like it's like a museum walkthrough kind of horror thing. So it's really fun. And then people will also find parts of part 4, takes place in a child's bedroom. And nothing scary there at night with the flashlight, looking down hallways and something in the closet, and then there are characters from the entire series that pop in and into the game at times. There's also a couple of rare ones that you might spot if you have a sharp eye.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really. I mean, at least I'm very excited because it's. I think it could have just been a. Game 1 VR, but you guys kind of went the whole mile and kind of brought in. It's like a huge fan service in a way to everyone who loves the IP.
Well, it was a blast because once we got into working on the first one, we just wanted to keep doing more and more and more. It was like, well, what if we did Funtime Foxy, walking across the dark room. We're like, what do you think, Scott? Scott's like, yeah, let's do this. So much fun.
Did you add, is there a new character in this that's...
There might be.
I hear some ambient game music, it sounds like, if they're looking at transitioning to that.
So
cool. We got some
so
ambiance
people might notice some new stuff. There might be a new character.
Okay, cool. I had no idea, so I'm not. I was just curious. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a lot of new game types that people haven't played before.
Okay.
So what you'll find is when we get in and we get into the main pizzeria hub, there's a menu there that you can access all the different types of games. So we've broken them into different categories. So you'll see Office 1, Office 2, Office 3, and then we have a group called Night Terrors. And that's all the stuff that's happening in the bedroom, right? And there's a group that's
kind of the standalone experiences that are
and it's they're multiple different games involved in the same theme.
Okay,
right? So
got it.
There's one called Dark Rooms, and you've got a couple of. They're basically all flashlight games.
Okay.
But 2 of them take place in part 4. One of them is from the sister location. There's one that's in the original pizzeria where you're dealing with a couple of dolls that are trying to get to you, which people are calling plush babies.
I like that, plush babies.
The plush babies. Yeah, so there's a lot of new stuff to find as well.
So is there progression in the Night Terrors where you do one and then you unlock the next?
Yes.
Oh, I think we're.
There we are. There's the menu we're talking about.
Woo! Oh, I'm just gonna give a little clap real quick. Thank
you. And I can hear it.
Yep. So what are we looking at right now? Where is Angela?
So we
is
are
this in the pizzeria?
Yeah,
selection?
We are in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. This is what we call internally the Pizza Hub. All of the games are located here. So you see, as she presses the purple buttons, the different game categories change. This is the prize counter. It looks like you guys unlocked everything. You have that's a special prize that's to the left, which some people may or may not have experienced.
Ooh, basketball.
Yeah. So as you play the
these
game,
are kind of collectibles and
yes,
things?
as you play the game and you beat levels, you receive different random prizes and stuff. So you'll see action figures. You start with that basketball. That's one of the first things that you get.
So if she wants to go jump in right now, which I think will give her some direction. If she wants to just play first Five Nights at Freddy's, so I think she's on it.
So this is the original Five Nights at Freddy's, but don't play the first night.
Is that what she's about to do?
I'm gonna put you on night 3.
I think she needs to do first night because I don't think she knows.
Yeah. Now
this is Angela's first time playing. Angela, you want to wave? Turn around and wave real quick. There you go. This is her first time ever playing. I don't think she's done the 2D either, so this is gonna be brutal. I will warn people on make sure you keep your audio in check. I'm sure there'll be a little. It can get loud.
I'm gonna keep mine off a little bit.
I wanted to report a message for you to help you get settled in your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I finished up the last 8 hours.
So is that any particular person who's doing that voice?
It is. So fans of the series will recognize that as Scott Coffin, the creator of the series. He is the pizza guy.
So tell for people who haven't played the first Five Nights, what is kind of the strategy? And what are you trying to accomplish?
So Angela, if you take a look in front of you, you'll find that we crashed. Or we lost our signal.
No, I think we're okay.
Oh, okay, great. So look down, you'll see like a video switcher. So if you push one of those buttons, that'll bring up the camera. So you're looking at the hall on your left right now.
Because it's like a map, right?
Yeah, it's a map. So at the bottom, that's where you're located. You see a little dot and it says you. And at the top of that switcher, you'll notice that the whole band is supposed to be located there. That somebody might have moved at this point. That's the kitchen, which has the videos
It's
disabled.
gonna get so loud. So
I know.
I'm ready. I'm so ready. And then the main thing is that she can toggle the doors, right?
Yeah. So take a look at your left and your right, and you notice those buttons. You can touch those. They turn on the lights in the hall.
Try one of them.
Yeah, go touch one, and look to the left so you can see the hallway now. And then the other one is the button for the door. So if something happens to get close, you should
shut the door.
Shut the door so it doesn't get you.
I would turn off that light. I think it's
But
still
the more
going.
that you use them, the more power it drains. So you'll notice the percentage on the monitor to your left. It's at 70% right now. Now the goal is that you want to last until 6 a.m.
Someone's moving.
So Bonnie is on the left. You might want to take a look at your right as well. Now if you overuse the doors and lights, you're going to run out of power.
Yeah.
And then you'll be a sit duck.
Is her door still down on the...
It looks like it's still down on the left. Yep. So I might want to open that up and take a look. Turn the light on. Yeah, you're fine.
So is the light, when you toggle it, is it only for like 5 seconds it'll stay, or does it just keep going
It'll stay
until
until you touch the other one or
okay.
turn it back off.
Got it.
I'm going to take a look at your right side.
I would right light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a poster on the wall.
I think that's on your right. Is it on her right?
I hope you can hear this reaction.
She's gonna run out of power. Well, she has 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
It's pretty.
46%.
Is it pretty generous on the
It's
first
pretty
night?
generous.
Okay.
Night 1 is very generous. That's why I like to throw people to night 3.
So is there like audio cues that you can try to like if you hear the footprints and then quickly shut the door?
Like you can listen for when Freddy activates, like when Freddy comes to life.
Okay.
There's also a camera. You want to watch out for Foxy, who's in Pirate's Cove, but he's not active on night 1.
Oh, that one's on move.
So that's on your right. 27%.
What, is your left side completely down still?
So they're both closed. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna make it if you keep them both closed.
I think you gotta keep one of them up,
Yeah.
Angela.
Still good there. Yeah, so starting at night 2, you have to worry about Foxy as well. Look at that.
Shut the door! So you have to keep the door shut as long as it's in the
Chica
window.
over there. Yeah, as
Okay.
long as Chica's over there. You gotta watch out.
So is using the
7%.
we were so mean when we knew we were gonna play Angela
Yeah,
like
right.
this. Oh man, you gotta hope. You gotta pray. You have 1 more hour to go with you have almost no power.
2.
Is it auto fail if you hit 0 power?
You have a chance. You have a chance. There's a little bit of wiggle room. Oh, and power's out.
Okay, you're just stuck there if one comes for you now.
So try to stay still. Might take a look to your left.
Or not at all.
Yeah, you might.
Just don't close your eyes.
Yeah, take a look to your left. There you go. So that's Freddy. Freddy's just playing this thing too. Oh, and you made it!
Woo! Oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. Good job, Andrew.
Good job. How was that?
I thought so there's like that time that when the animation counts, so you can like.
You're not exactly sure how much time you have. Oh, you ate it. I think you spawned a toy that you accidentally choked on.
Oh
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Why would you guys program that in? Why would you choke on a toy?
Because we're sick people.
Like, what would be the point of
They're
that?
not age appropriate.
Yeah. What is the age rating on Five Nights usually?
Oh, we are teen.
Oh, okay.
So
I was kind of wondering because I know
violence,
that there's
that's our ESRB.
Okay.
Yeah, before this is the first time there's been an ESRB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So before that, everything's been on Steam. It's been on portable and stuff.
Okay.
So Scott hadn't had to go through the ESRB before, so this is the first time you're like, well, what are we gonna get for it, right?
Yeah. No,
So
I was very curious because I mean it's actually fairly popular with young people. So.
But there's nothing really overly graphic.
Yeah.
So it's actually family-friendly horror.
I mean, it's funny because it's probably an underserved genre.
It
when you actually think
is.
about that.
Yeah.
Because it's really smart for you guys jumping in, creating the VR one, and for Scott, right? So.
Yeah. It's like my daughter is 6, and she knew all the characters' names. She knew so much about the series because it is accessible. It's it's fun to get scared when you're young as well, and there's nothing that's over the top or gory or graphic in any way. So so you can feel safe doing it.
No, I think that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
it's a great way to essentially to design for.
Yeah.
And
Welcome back
generally
to Parts and
anything that
Service.
expands.
Oh no,
the
it looks
audience
like
and allows
Bonnie's
more people to
guitar
play
is
the
out
game.
of tune and must be recalibrated.
What did she just jump
Great
into?
job. Deposit the left eye in the cleaning receptacle on your left.
Okay, so this is Parts and Service, where you're repairing the animatronics. So that was Bonnie, and you have to listen very carefully to the instructions. Yeah. Now hiring. Inquire within.
I did not. Was that like she did something wrong, and that's
Yes.
why? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't even see her
it
end up
looked like
playing it.
she pulled an eye out that she was supposed to put into a cleaner, but she accidentally dropped it.
Oh,
So when that hit
That
the
was it?
ground, she got the jump scare. Yeah.
no. Brutal.
Yeah.
You guys don't play around. Could she have choked in the eye too?
No, but we should add that.
There's my future request.
Yeah.
Just the sound seems like everything you can potentially choke on. So.
Yeah.
So these
We'll
are
hot patch
the
that.
terrors.
Yeah. Hey, let's try let's try dark rooms.
Let's go for dark rooms.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah,
sound
let's do
good.
this one.
Do the first one.
Yeah, it's flush trap.
There you go.
All right. It's very simple. Simple rules. Just, catch plush trap on the X with the light. And then you win.
Also,
Easy.
just a side note, could you bring up Twitch chat for us? It kind of disappeared on us.
So you see there's a timer.
Sorry if
Now-
chat, you've been talking. We haven't been able to see you for a little bit.
Plush trap is the doll at the end of the hallway there on the chair. So you want to catch him on the X, but you have to let him move in the dark. So the longer you
what's
have the
kind-
light on, the less likely is to move towards you, so you can catch him. If you run out of time, you're gonna get a jump scare. So you have to sit in the dark for a while and wait and listen very closely.
So will he ever attack you while you're there, or is it just he'll move around the room, and then if time's
See?
up, you're done?
Both.
Okay.
There's a door.
I think it's probably good that she's not mine, because we're getting some cursing,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
You notice she picked up a coin that's in this room. This is a little bit of an older build. So people that are putting together their coin lists, these coins don't exist anymore. There's no longer a hidden coin behind that door, so don't try. 17 seconds. Where is he? Somewhere. Almost there.
So is this now when I take my headphones off?
Yeah, we're taking our headphones off right now. I have to say that
That was pretty good. I didn't hear any of it.
This is like my favorite part about working on the game is having playtesters and new people play the game and just sitting on the couch in the room and watching.
That's it. We
It's
thought it
so
was
much
very
fun.
important for this time to have someone who is fresh.
Yeah.
For
I'm sweating.
Oh yeah.
you have like
we've had a lot of fun with like parties where you have like 10 people watching and one person playing, and like, oh nope, you're next. Yeah.
And it's fun to laugh at others, but when it's your
Yes.
turn, you're like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, no. Yeah. So are you pretty pro? Can you get through like all 10 nights and just solve all these?
Yeah, I can get through. I mean, I've been testing it for.
So you know all the tells and things to look for, I guess.
A bunch of stuff. Although with Scott's games, there's some stuff in Scott's games that are so hard that I can't beat. So.
Which one's the like? Well, I guess
Part 4.
Part 4.
Yeah, part 4 is almost. It's like almost too much for my heart to take. Like, and that's going to kill me someday. I'm certain of it. Ozon says hi. Oh, hey, Ozon. How are you doing?
I do. So we do have chat up now, but I do want to show off because I just think it's hilarious that we went old school. We have paper chat for Twitch notes right now because I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I have half the room shaking their heads at me right now.
So let's jump into. Okay, let's go to the right one more. Okay, let's do another dark room.
Let's do a dark room.
This dark room is let's do the plush babies.
Plush babies.
Yeah. So you see this little doll there with the pigtail.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Fazbear.
Oh, don't press that button. Okay.
Did you do it right?
Reasons.
So are we looking at like a fully unlocked build then with these levels?
This looks like it's a little older.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like it's fully unlocked.
Oh, okay, cool.
It also has some stuff that there's no longer a counter that tells you how many are in a room. So when you pick up a coin, here you'll see like for free, that counter's no longer there. So
okay.
So it's a little harder to actually find the coins now.
Got it.
The Faz token. All right, so take a look at your hand. You'll notice that your flashlight has power, so don't run out of power.
Does it recharge back?
It does.
Okay, so it's not
I
limited.
guess you forgot about
So
me.
these little dolls are coming towards you. You got to catch them with a flashlight.
The whole building just shut.
So the little circus baby plush gotcha. You got to take a look around, check the shelves.
This is probably one of the most audio based streams or games ever too.
Yeah.
Like as far as we had Blind on stream once, which was like it's a game where you like are completely dark and you actually use like echolocation to help you, so it's a lot of audio too.
It's not very graphics intensive.
Well, they have cool audio too because they try to visually showcase like some of the audio. Yeah, check it out. But I like to see that because it's almost one of the benefit of like forcing right. So you have to have a headset in order to do this.
Yeah.
But it also works really well for audio too. It's really part of that immersive experience. So
and that's been a part of Scott's games since the beginning.
It's the audio.
It's like it's kind of quiet. There's atmospherics, and you're just listening. And you hear some footsteps, and you're listening very intently. And then all of a sudden, boom! You get like a jump scare. Things screaming in your face. You're like, ah!
I love it.
Yeah.
Let me just say hi. A couple more people in chat. I see True Rex joined. So hello to True Rex. Thanks for joining us. Saw you a couple weeks ago. And then if you're just joining us, I do want to just give a shout out again to Jason. Thanks so much for joining us from Steel Wool.
And Andrew Dayton is here with us as well.
Oh yeah, behind the camera.
Yep.
Get my But yeah, so Steel, if for those who don't know, what we're doing is we're playing Five Nights at Freddy's VR, Help Wanted. Steel Wool was the developers behind that, and this just came out this week on Viveport, and essentially for all major VR headsets.
Yeah.
So
and it's been a great reception so far. It's been fantastic.
Yeah. No, I have.
And seeing all the videos and everybody playing is so cool.
I do have one question: were you guys thinking about trying to save it for October, or were you like, nope?
No.
Perfect.
No. It's when it's ready.
It's ready.
When it was ready.
Hello.
Cool.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
That's
fun summer.
I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here to help you get started down this new and exciting career path.
For Halloween or whatever. But it's cool to like break it up and do this and then do something.
I always enjoy the end of the school year, even since I was a kid. You know, like, you get all the big blockbuster movies that would come out.
It's pretty good for entertainment.
Yeah, like back in ancient times, Temple of Doom. You get a big summer. It's always a good Spielberg film. You know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just dating myself. That's all.
now we're well, basically it's just been 10 years of essentially Marvel movies.
I know, right?
Blockbusters. So.
Yeah, and if they just weren't so good, they're so good. They did such a great job with the
I think
franchise.
she jumped into is this different?
This is Office 2.
Office 2.
Yeah, so this is the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So
Okay.
the old animatronics have been revamped. So if you take a look at the camera, the stage camera, they see the toy versions of the characters. So they're much more appealing.
If you could call it that.
It's great. They have like this kind of like greeting card feel of like old creepy Valentine's. Very rosy cheeks, big eyes, plastic eyes.
That's like.
I love the design of these guys.
So what's like? Do you have like a fun antidote from like development, like as far as something that was like either challenging or just something unexpected that when working with the IP that like you didn't want to share, just something interesting?
I'd say like one of my favorite times, anytime somebody like got a level to a point where it was playable, and a little bit past white boxing, right? So we would try to keep everything all atmospheric first, so the lighting and sound is so important to judge the state of the game. Every time somebody got it, so it's ready, they want to show it off, we'd bring everybody in the room, and watch people play it, one after another, and that was just the best time.
And it's like no one knows what to expect.
Yeah, it's like don't tell anybody. Just let them all get surprised, fail on their own. It was so much fun. It's really good for like the studio.
Yeah, no, I love that. And probably just good. It's basically that first play test too.
Yeah.
So immediately have like feedback. And,
Yeah. Or people would like. We have a testing room where there are 2 windows on the side, and so if somebody new would come in and start playing, we'd all rush to the windows and watch them play for the first time. Oh, so there's a box in camera 11. There's that you have to keep this little music box wound, and if it ever goes all the way out, something fun will happen.
So is it just going to that camera and that will keep it wound?
And you go to that camera, and then you have to hold down the button. Looks like
Hold down the button.
A little
Hold
longer.
it down.
Oh, it already happened.
Oh, is that coming out?
So that's the
I
security.
think you just hit yourself with the controller.
We have to do a medical check soon. Oh, there was somebody was doing a Twitch play the other night, and they we were laughing because some of us at work were watching. It was like midnight or something, and they actually hooked up a heart rate monitor as they were playing the game. So that was so great to watch. So that was the security puppet. So in Office 2, you always have to make sure that thing's wound, because if it ever goes out, it's going to come towards.
That's definitely a bigger complication over previous, or like essentially Five Nights at Freddy's 1, right?
Oh,
Just trying to have that like specific puzzle.
Yeah.
It looks like a question from chat. Banjo the Banjo. Oh, well, you guys
Banjo.
asking if we're gonna play Game of Thrones today. We might have a little bit of a surprise toward the end of the stream if you stick around. We might show a little bit of that. And then there's a question around. Oh, just getting to it. So you should if you're an Infinity subscriber, you definitely should be able to get on there and access it on Viveport. So that's potentially a reason why if you're not a subscriber, in which case you could jump on for a free trial. But it should work. There's some of the traffic and stuff this morning was kind of overloading servers a little bit. So I know we had a few people who were struggling just because of a bunch of people going into it, but it should be working now.
What gives? I thought we were here to talk about Freddy's.
We are.
I'm out.
You're like,
I'm gone.
Yeah, no. If and then so if you keep having problems, Banjo, feel free to either someone from HCC will jump into chat and talk with you, or definitely send us a support ticket, and we'll check in on that and make sure it gets working for you. But yeah, back to Freddy's.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Banjo. I love you. I didn't mean to be.
I do like the usernames Banjo the Banjo.
Yeah, I can't be mad at you.
Yeah.
Can I get some
I'm sure. I'm wondering if it's a reference like Banjo Kazooie.
I hope so.
Yeah, which is.
Or Steve Martin.
Oh, yeah. I actually saw Steve Martin perform live.
Yeah?
Do the banjo. It was really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
It was
awesome.
kind of a neat thing, and he like.
Hey, glad you came back for another
That
night.
looks so good.
Anyway, such a
He
game.
looks like the same age that
Oh yeah,
he
he's,
has for
he's
like
one of
50
those,
years.
Yeah, like time like doesn't
Yeah.
age with people. Just like he's like supposed to be around forever.
Yeah.
Simply playing the banjo.
Oh yeah. He's so smart too. Like, anyways, we can talk about Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Go back and watch all of them.
Which one?
All of them.
Let's see, is that like
Him
a
and Lily
classic?
Tomlin. Yeah. Where half of his body becomes possessed by Lily Tomlin, and the other half is
That would
Steve
add
Martin.
that.
So he's like one half he acts very feminine, and the other half is masculine. It's really funny. Like physical comedy is fantastic.
They don't do enough of those anymore.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of a Five Nights is a little
This
bit of
is
a is a
awful.
physical comedy too in a way. if you
If you like
consider it
physical comedy,
animatronic,
then you will enjoy Office 3.
Yeah.
So this is the one I was talking about earlier. This is Fazbear's Fright. So this is like a walk-through horror experience. So when you're looking at the cameras and stuff, you really get the sense that there's a progression that people would be walking through this, and there's different props and stuff that are set up, calling back to the originals. So on your left, you'll see this little laptop.
Is that a creature? Like
That is an old Freddy husk.
okay, so that's really
Propped
cruel
up
that you would
over
put
there.
like one there.
Right.
Yeah, that's super cruel.
Now, see the buttons on that? You want to reset the video because your video feed is going out. So touch the buttons on the left side of the monitor. Maybe I just hit puberty with this one.
It's a frequent. I think my voice breaks still all the time on stream.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I can't even rewatch them. anymore.
I'm embarrassed because Ozon's watching it, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed myself in front of you. Okay. Okay, and so notice that this night is really to introduce the mechanics of the level. So it's a very creepy atmosphere. You want to get used to like how to reset if the ventilation goes out, if the audio dies, if the video dies, and what's connected to what. It's much more complicated than the first two as far as layout goes. So that's the
just-
ventilation. So you want to reset the ventilation, and then you always have the option of resetting everything. So video, audio, and vents. If you do that, however, it does take a little longer in case anything's lurking around nearby. Now to your right, you'll notice there's another monitor on the wall. That's the one we're playing with right now. Those are the vent cameras, and then there's light where you can look through the vent down to your right.
So how many entrances are there into this room? Is it there's the door still on the left, and then you have a vent to the right? I saw.
Correct.
Okay,
Those
and
are
those
the
are the two.
only two ways in.
Okay. So you have specific cameras for the vent system.
Yeah.
And then there's still the doors for the left side.
And
okay.
there are no doors to close. The only ones that you can close in this are the vents themselves. So there's little doors in the vents.
Oh, okay. So you can close it further up in the chain.
Yeah. But
Okay,
you can
which
only
is very
close
different.
one at a time.
Ah. Okay.
So if there's anything out there, oh, and you made it to 6.
Nicely done.
Well done. Well done. So now, since you're a pro at the game, let's see what you got.
Yeah. You guys don't like mess with people in the collectibles, do you? Like where you like a jump scare comes out of the.
We would never do that.
Like, I'm very skeptical
you
of
can
any
actually-
music boxes, so
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of if you read the prizes and food and things that you win, there's some funny stuff written on those. Okay, so to your left, you notice there's like a little box with a lever, right? Go ahead and flip that switch. So this is like a kind of an alternate world of the pizzeria that you're in. This is kind of like our nightmare world. So the game is that as you unlock harder versions of it.
So did that toggle for all of her selections?
yeah,
now, or like
so
a more
now if you
difficult?
hit the menu.
You guys are demented.
Yeah. So there's like different versions of everything. So I would say go ahead and go left. Do vent repair. Sorry, I can't say it. A little lower. And do the one that says entered.
So this, and I think this will be the last one that we're.
This will be the last
yeah, this is
one,
gonna be the last that we check out. I mean, I just continually am like impressed by the amount of content that's in here, which is awesome. Like, I mean, it's like as fully fledged, feature, like, feature rich as you can get for, that's always my, for VR stuff, I can get that's one of my nitpicky things. Like, oh, this is great, but I can.
Welcome to Circus Baby's Entertainment
like
and
kind of
Rental.
answering every question.
It has been
I've
0
come up
days
with.
since last.
I love it. It's amazing.
Oh, so that button skips you ahead to the puzzle. So we just kind of skipped like the introduction. But you are
Motion trigger. Breaker room.
You are in Circus Baby's Entertainment Rental. This is your location for Fazbear Pizza. Now there are puzzles, and this is kind of like the creepy altered versions of the puzzle. So you notice that these buttons are connected to this box that have red lights. So you want to follow the wire and push the button that corresponds to the light.
This is really, I know. I was thinking about that going into the stream today. I was like, how much, like, I don't want to, because horror is so, like, about the tension building, right?
Well done.
Well done.
All right. It's like, we do that all the time. We're like, So you got to be a little quick about this one.
Go faster.
And there's Springtrap crawling towards you.
I go faster.
Well done.
Oh.
Just in time.
That was close. Probably have to go even faster on this one, I'm assuming. Go. I don't know how else. This is not good. This is bad.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Nope.
Does it, if you hit the wrong one, does it like immediately make the other?
It makes that happen.
That made me jump a little bit.
So that's entered.
Cool. All right. Cool. So I think that calls it for 5 nights. Amazing, super good.
Thank you.
I want. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna jump out for a second. Angela's gonna come and give her impressions and talk with you for a little bit.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. And then I will be back on stream in probably like, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes or something like that. If you guys have any questions right now regarding Five Nights at Freddy's, this is the time to ask because we won't have Jason on for all that much longer. So, but again, just definitely go download Five Nights at Freddy's on Viveport and give it a play. It's amazing. I think you guys did a lot of justice to the IP. I mean, it's an amazing IP and one that's really loved. So I think people, essentially fans, have a lot to look forward to.
Thanks.
Of course.
And thank you, Scott. Scott is amazing. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I am going to jump out. Let me, and then Angela's going to come in.
Are you gonna go out and smoke like a big cigar or something?
I wish. No. You'll find out very quickly what I'm doing, and you'll see that you wish it was a cigar. All right. I'm gonna jump out here, and Angela is on the way. Sing a song.
I'll sing a little song here, the Freddy Fazbear song. So Angela's coming to join.
Hi Jason.
there.
Angela, nice to meet you.
Nice to
but
meet
not
you.
nice to meet you. I'm literally, I'm sweating. I feel my heart feels weird. I shouldn't have drank coffee right before this. let me put this on.
Well, that was a lot of fun watching.
Okay. And I'll tell you a secret. I did not have audio in my headset, so.
But it was still.
But it was
still
still
scary.
so scary. I can't imagine if
Oh,
I
it's even
had
worse.
the audio. Okay, I need to settle down for a second. I'm feeling a little bit anxious.
And so you hadn't played any Freddy's before.
No, this is
Yeah.
my first time. I've seen trailers, saw some gameplay by
Yeah.
influencers, but this is my first
Oh,
time.
that's exciting. Oh yeah, later on, like, sit down, tonight at like 1 in the morning.
Oh yeah,
Just start the game by yourself in a room.
I can really see how the VR version is just like takes the whole franchise to like a next level, right? It's because like if you imagine just playing on your computer, it's not as scary, even though jump scares are still scary.
It's still super freaky.
It's just not knowing what's behind you and
Yeah.
what's like around you that like really threw me off.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and this is something that fans have been asking for a really long time. I think even going back to like the first original first 2 titles, you could find like YouTuber comments or saying, "Oh, when is this coming to VR? Are you gonna do a VR version? Because it's gonna be intense."
Yeah, I think like VR is made perfectly for horror experiences. I've been scared like crazy and like different ones, but this one's really good. The graphics were great. The mechanics were easy to use, so I loved it. It's really good.
Thanks. Yeah, one thing that's kind of cool is all of the models that we're using were originally Scott Cawthon movies from his games.
Okay.
And so he had all the assets, and he shared those with us as we retopologized and vamped them up for VR. So yeah.
Nice. Were there any characters that we saw that are original or new?
Everything that you saw was except for the plush babies.
Plush babies?
are new.
Okay. Plush babies, like Chucky, kind of.
Oh yeah.
But what would you say would be like the hardest level here, or the scariest?
A lot of the users so far, people have been saying that the plush babies have been some of the hardest levels.
Plush babies.
Yeah.
So that's the darkness one.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where you have the
were looking
flashlight.
around for 'em in the prize counter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's very hard. I think the night terrors, which we didn't have you playing of those.
Yeah.
Some of those just, man, the jump scares are just so intense.
I'm really thankful the audio didn't work in the gameplay today. I don't know how. I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'm like, my heart is still kind of like pumping.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. Anybody playing Nightmare Fredbear, that one still gets me.
Really?
Even though I've been QAing it forever. It's like, oh. Every time you think, okay, I've played the game, I know it. Like, we designed a bunch of the stuff behind the scenes how things would work. And you're like, oh, I know how it works. Okay, great. And then boom, oh, it'll still get you.
It's different, right? It's different every time. So it
Yeah.
depends on how far you get.
Yeah.
And like your actions are different each time.
Yeah.
So that last one I did was kind of hard. I was like, how am I supposed to know? I couldn't even see the last.
Yeah, they're very hard to see.
Yeah. So if I pass that third one, would I go up a level, or that's the?
It goes to the next floor, and then there's another set of puzzles.
Okay.
And then, and spoiler alert, there's a few more after that.
Nice
And
to know.
And I was mean, and we made you do the nightmare version of it too. So,
I know, that-
where everything's like on the ceiling, and it's all upside down.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have some nightmares tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was great, though. I think everyone should definitely check it out. It's amazing, and you forever scarred me from going to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Well, you're welcome.
All right. So do we have any more? Oh, look what we have here.
Now I know what you're talking about.
We have a special surprise for everyone. So stay tuned.
It's a new animatronic. New animatronic.
Oh my goodness.
You have to do that.
That actually looks pretty good.
That's very funny. We're just talking about something you all can't see.
Oh,
So.
okay. Now we're there. We're there. It's Jon Snow has joined us
Yes.
from all the way from the north.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing.
You know nothing.
So did you watch the series?
Oh yeah.
Okay, of course.
Oh,
Were you how'd you feel about the last season?
I understand why they rushed it.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
kind of
wanna
hard
give
to
any
close the
spoilers,
loop.
A guy that I worked with had a really, really, really good suggestion.
Uh-huh.
There's just one scene that's missing.
What is it?
And without any spoilers, right before Daenerys makes a big choice towards the end of the series,
Yeah.
that there should have been a flashback to her as a child getting out of King's Landing.
Oh.
And having flashbacks to the bells and maybe when they were escaping.
It happened too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if she
Yeah.
had a little PTSD, like that would have been a really good little moment that I think would have justified some of her choices. So,
Yeah, that actually would have been great.
yeah.
You know, they could have definitely made it one more episode, right?
Oh yeah, they could have made a whole other season.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have Jon Snow playing Game of Thrones Beyond the Wall experience, which is only available in Viveport Infinity.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is your first time seeing this too, right?
I was wondering
right
if you'd
before we
show.
came in here,
It just launched.
Do you think
Yeah.
you're ready for what's
we were
beyond
looking
the
at
wall?
pictures online.
Then you're not.
Thanks.
How many times have I told you to get a real sword?
That's right there.
You've been hauling around that glorified butter knife since Robert's Rebellion.
Yeah, we have good audio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Go ahead.
Where's the fire? Give me fire.
Test its balance. Take a few swings.
He might jump scare you.
I know, and I can't trust anything anymore after
know,
that. There's something behind
Great
you,
ranges
Thomas.
never make it to
Or I
old
mean,
age.
John.
But the bad ones don't either.
So, locomotion. So, are you moving forward on your own, or is it?
Keep your sword up and your eyes
think it's
open,
pulling
and you
out.
might just live long enough to freeze to death.
That actually does sound like him. His voice is the most unique voice. I just want to see how the White Walkers look. Realistic. So I'm restarting the entire season because I just can't let go.
Forward.
yeah.
Follow my tracks.
It's good. We watched the whole. We watched the whole third season. Everything up to the last episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a friend that needed to catch up.
No, my dad is visiting me this weekend. He doesn't want to pay for HBO himself, so he's like, I'm coming over to watch all 6 episodes of Game of
It's
Thrones.
not that expensive.
I know, but
It's worth it. There are other good shows too.
not if his daughter has HBO.
Yeah. Silicon Valley.
Oh, it's the bear.
Oh.
Yes, Banjo. So a thing about Game of
Is that
Thrones.
Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah, the thing about Game of Thrones right now is that it's currently only available in the United States, Canada, UK, Mexico, Brazil, and Argentina. But we are hoping to work on that with HBO, and we will notify everyone once that becomes available in other regions. So stay tuned. Really sorry if you aren't able to enjoy this experience.
This is
Okay, so yeah. This is the scene in
It's the Golden Compass.
it actually looks like it, or the Polar Express.
Over here.
Okay, so I think we will, we're ending it after the bear because we don't want to spoil too much, and everyone should go to Viveport Infinity to give it a try yourself. And it's exclusive to Viveport Infinity, so
That was really
check it
cool.
out. Yeah, it was amazing. I want to get in there and try because I haven't yet. Yeah, you should too after this.
Oh, I'm going to.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
How much time do we have here? Okay, we are over. But Thomas, you want to come here, or I mean
Here
John?
for the outfit.
Yeah, Jon Snow, come on, get in here. Here, we're gonna get a little cozy. Okay, you can go here.
I was trying to think we should do a wig, but
Had you played it before?
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just looked so excellent doing
You
it.
did. Yeah. Pro.
Thank you. That was fun. This is very high quality. Very nice.
Wow, it's nice. Can I borrow that for Halloween?
Yeah, sure.
Do you guys dress
nice.
up for these all the time?
We
no.
we this
Oh,
is
you should.
No,
I know.
I do have a super hot red guy outfit though. It is just literally a
Do
giant
it.
red. I did that for Halloween last year in the office, but we haven't done that on stream.
Oh, you gotta do
that
that.
one's really embarrassing.
it's
kinda
a little
skin
weird.
tight.
Oh, do
It's
it.
kind of a lot.
Do it. Get some hits.
Yeah. So yeah, it's fun though. It's cool. It's just cool to be like.
You need
so
a
the
wig.
caveat is like it's not, it's like a 10-minute experience, right, or something like that. But it's really cool to just like jump into that world for a little bit.
Yeah.
I swear, I don't think it is, but it sounds a lot like it's like Sir Alistair. I
Can they
think.
hear you?
Oh yeah.
I don't. Yeah, sorry if I'm not staying close enough to the mic, but to me it sounded like Sir Alistair from like the guy who always beats up on John.
Yeah.
That guy.
Ilian Payne.
Ilian Payne.
Yeah, that's Ilian Payne.
Is that his
Yeah.
his name? Oh, I don't know.
believe that's Sir Ilian
I
Payne.
only know
But
the character
tongue was
names.
cut out. There's a lot more of
the
him
guy
in the
who-
books.
he's the guy who's the executioner in King's Landing, right?
Yeah.
He has no tongue.
There's a lot more of him in the books.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
Yeah, that
I
was
think-
really slick.
I know. I'm still
So-
sweating. I'm not.
So you are playing as Jon Snow.
I think you're a member of the Night's Watch, but
Ah.
I don't
Yeah.
think you're necessarily.
Maybe
Jon.
you're like Dondarrion and you got back up again.
All
They
right.
burned him, but yeah, Lord of Light brought him back again.
I wish I had that power. That'd be cool. Just come back.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're a little over the time, but there's no problem. Thank you, Jason, for joining us today.
thanks,
That was
you guys.
awesome. I might play a little bit more tonight at midnight
Do it. Do it.
in the witching hour.
Get your friends together and play it. It's like so good with a
I-
group of people.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna throw a VR party soon, and that's
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna put them in there.
Oh,
yeah,
I
for
can't
sure.
wait for my mom to visit, and I'm gonna make her play it.
I don't think
'Cause
my
I'm a
mom
horrible
can
son.
take that.
My daughter did like the best little trick to her once. She has a foxy mask, and she piled up. She's 6, right? So my parents were visiting. She piled up all her dolls, kind of like ET, and like hid inside of it and put the mask on. And she's like, "Grandma, come in here." And then my mom walks into the room and she just sees a pile of dolls, and then she goes, "Ah!" And she jump scared my mom.
My goodness. All right, everyone. We are
getting outta
wrapping
here.
up, but I
I
have
gotta eat.
one last thing to say. We're doing a tilt brush contest for a week. Go to Viveport Carousel. It's in U.S., Canada, and United Kingdom. So draw your favorite superhero.